Hi there, so great win for us today, beating West Ham 3-1. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, thoughts on the game, absolutely lovely. Lovely stuff from Arsenal, you know. It's the thing, when you look at Arsenal a couple of seasons back, you see a completely different team now. When you look at the team now, you see a team that will actually fight back if they're behind, and you see a team which will do anything for the shirt, which you wouldn't have found a couple of years back with Arsenal. I think it's lovely to see what Arteta has done to the team when you look at now and a couple of seasons back. So really good match day.
Definitely agree. Arteta have done some amazing stuff with the team, and you now really see how effective he is on the team and what he really have done. And now you kind of see his play style and everything. It's very great.
Yeah, it was really good comeback in the second half.
Yeah, definitely.
3 good goals. All 3 of our front 3 scored today, and Nketiah, really important that he got that goal to give him some confidence. We know he's going to have a run in the team now as Gabriel Jesus is injured.
Yeah, it's very exciting to see Nketiah scoring and also the Martinelli, Saka and Ødegaard. All 3 on the top, contributing on the team and really doing great work.
Yeah, I think it's amazing to see that a team like Arsenal is making their own players. It's like what Wenger always said, that we don't buy superstars, we make them, and that's exactly what happened today. I mean, young Martin Ødegaard, who didn't start his time at Arsenal very well, but he's really grown into it. Not because he was bad, but he was really been good this season. And then the front 3, Nketiah and Saka and Martinelli. Yeah, it's 3 homegrown players, and it's lovely to see that they're doing so well. So yeah, it's just like Arsenal Wenger said. It was we don't buy superstars, we make them.
Yeah, for sure, amazing. What are your thoughts on the penalty for West Ham in the first half?
It was quite weak. We saw it back on our phones, and it was a bit weak, but we can see it from their perspective that it may be okay, but it was weak, but it's fine, and now that we won, we can accept it.
Yeah. So who would you give your man of the match to today?
Definitely Martin Ødegaard.
Ødegaard all the way. We talked about it before, and he just sees everything on the match, on the field. It's crazy to watch him in real life.
It's like every single time he's got the ball, you know something's going to happen. You know, he's a creative player. I mean, every single time he gets the ball, you just know something now will happen. And it was just like this game. It's every time you see him on TV, it's when you see him on the pitch itself. He's just an amazing player. You get surprised every single time you see him. And I mean, we're from Denmark, so we've known him since when he was bought to Real Madrid. I think when he was 16. You know, we saw it in the news. We followed him for a long time. He's absolutely amazing. Amazing player.
Yeah, for sure. So next up is Brighton. Difficult game. We know they're having a good season. It's at their ground. Your thoughts?
So obviously, McAllister is injured, and we don't know if he's going to be back for the Arsenal game. But we can see that other players are stepping in for him, and players like what's his name, the guy who assisted and scored some goals today, Solly March.
Oh yeah.
He played phenomenal today, and we're definitely going to see a great Brighton squad, and they are at top form right now, so it's going to be a hard and difficult match. Clean sheets is going to be very difficult to keep, but I think Arsenal's got it, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, Brighton is a very creative team. It's a team that we've not seen Brighton ever be before. I mean, Brighton has, out of nowhere, just started to play really well. And I mean, it's going to be a very hard game with a very creative squad from Brighton. I mean, they've got a lot of difficult players to play against. McAllister is out. Thank God. I think he is out. And then Trossard, there's Pascal Gross, he's as well. I mean, he showed it in the start of the season, very good player. I mean, they've got a lot of dangerous players, Brighton. So it's going to be a hard game, but I think Arteta has been very good. The thing Arteta has been very good at this year is adapting to the opposition, and I think he will do that as well against Brighton, which is a more creative team than West Ham has been this season. They're a way more organised team, and that's what we've seen from David Moyes the last many years. But yeah, I think Mikel Arteta is going to be very good at adapting to the opposition, and I think he will do that as well at Brighton. So I think it's going to be a pretty comfortable win.
Okay, correct score predictions?
Ooh,
2-1, 2-1.
Yeah, I'll hop in on that 2-1 as well.
And Nketiah and Martinelli is gonna score.
Okay, that'd be great. So I just wanted to ask you the season overall. Still a long way to go, but we have now moved 8 points ahead of Man City. So we're in such a great position. Where do you think we can finish the season?
So hopefully City's gonna lose to Leeds. I don't think so, but I really hope so. Leeds is known for being fighting all game long, so hopefully Leeds is gonna take the win, but it's gonna be close.
Yeah, that's the thing. Leeds is a very, very good squad. Has always been. Every single player fights for the shirt. It's going to be a very tough match for Manchester City, but again, it's Manchester City. I think Manchester City will go on and win the game, but I think Arsenal will top it at the end of the season. I think they will be quite consistent, as Mikel Arteta has been the past 2 years. Yeah, I think he will, as said before, adapt to the opposition, and he will bring home some very important points the next 5-6 matches.
Okay, so one last thing. We had Arsene Wenger here today. First time he's come back to the stadium since he left. Great to see him here again.
Yeah, well, I mentioned it halfway through the match when I saw him on the big screen. I've actually not seen him. I didn't know he was coming. I mentioned it halfway through the match that he was back. I thought that was quite a long time since I've heard of him at the Emirates. But yeah, amazing that he's finally come back. Amazing manager. I thought he was. It was probably his time to go when he went, but I mean, you can't say anything else than amazing manager. He's the best manager ever in Arsenal's history, and whenever he's back at the Emirates, there will be just as well a reception as there was today.
Yeah. His presence definitely affects the atmosphere at the stadium, so nice to have him back at the stadium.